biological systems, because we need to get the 6 systems in harmony. That's how we will achieve homeostasis. We need to get balance in your gastrointestinal, which is the most important. Why? Because it feeds everything. We have to get balance in your stress response. Stress response is a really big and challenging architecture. That's why we have the meditational things to actually look for ways to calm us down in just one area of stress, which is perception, right? Our perceptive stress. The other 3 areas are all metabolic driven: inflammation, sleep, and glycemic. They're all metabolic driven or circadian driven, right? Then we look at your immune system. That immune system has a powerful dependency on your stress and gastrointestinal system. Once your gastrointestinal system is sorted and your stress response is sorted, your immune system is in full whack, powerful. It can crush anything that is showing up. Do you understand that? And when your immune system is running at 100%, you cannot have cancer. You cannot. The reason why people have cancer is their stress response and GI is compromised. Then we talk about your cardiometabolic, which is the other area, which is really at the center of life, right? The heart pumping blood and feeding the body, right? That is another critical central system. That's why they are both ends. The gastro and the cardiometabolic are like the principal pillars of life, right? One feeds and one circulates. One feeds and one circulates, right? Without that, the food would just sit here. So the food has to be fed throughout the body. Then we have the musculoskeletal, so we can run from angry women or from tigers, right? Right? And then the hormonal system that makes us want to multiply and create babies, right? And be men or be women, right? It's at the core of our existence, the ability. So these systems have to be in balance. So people say, oh, well, I don't care about sex anymore. Then you are not living. Because the expression, the sexual expression of a human being really allows you to be completely human. If not, one day you might kill somebody. Because then there is a dysfunction. Any questions? Thank you. Oh, you have a question. Go ahead, Grace.
Grace, I recommend the supplement to everybody. Grace, I saw the YouTube. I have the advertise. When I taking the supplement, somebody said the liver. Your extraction. That's why liver something.
There's non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, which is that fat accumulates in our liver. That's why we do the detox. You know, the liver is the central cleaning house in our system. The kidney is our central pumping system, right? So the liver is like our janitor. You know, in the old culture, the latrine cleaner, the one who comes to clean everything. And so there is some myth that if you take supplements, you're going to overwhelm your liver or your kidney. That's what he was saying before about hydration. Detoxing the liver is really one of the critical reasons why we have a 10-20-day detox. Because if you do not allow the liver to operate in cleansing, then the blood that's running through you is poisoned blood. That's why in old Chinese culture they bleed it out, the poisoned blood, because your kidney is not running effectively. So you need to detox. And stop listening to stupid people. Like,
the liver level is higher.
what is liver level? So, that there's the challenge I have in this culture is the challenge of stupidity, right? People read little things and they think they actually have knowledge, right? It's important that you go talk to people who know what they're doing. We are not going to make any recommendations until we run your test, so that we can understand. It's very challenging. We run close to 400-500 biomarkers. It's a lot to actually look at and comprehensively begin to see how we make the adjustments to bring you back into homeostasis. And many people have non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. At some point that liver is going to shut down. Yes. There are lots of infection, there are lots of reasons why liver, and that's why the detox is very, very important, because it helps us cleanse the liver, and that's why also managing the micronutrients for your kidney is also very important. There are really two important things. One is the cleansing house and one is the filtering house, right? So it's very important because all the bile comes back into the liver for actually the breakdown and all of that. So that's why we also recommend specific quality supplements. We don't recommend for you to buy supplements from anywhere if you cannot guarantee the quality and efficacy. So for every supplement that we sell is supported by volumes of research with regard to its efficacy.
Foundation one, I can recommend.
Everybody should be on Foundation 1. But on top of that, you need to make sure they detox. Yeah, it's very, very important for people to think about detoxing. Because some people will say, oh, I take the supplements, I don't see any change. Well, sometimes your system is like your pipes are already clogged up, right? They told you to put 91 gas and you keep putting 97 gas in the car. What do you think is going to happen, Grace? When you take it to the mechanic, they're going to tell you that you've been putting 87 gas in this car, and this car, the filtration system requires 91 gas, right? So that's how people treat themselves, and they think they're smart, right? So the right kind of supplements is very important, and the right balance of it is very important, right? And for some people, they react. Oh, I took the detox and I was running. Well, yeah, there are lots of other reasons why you're running, right? Because perhaps we slow down the detox, right? That's why a lot of people have diarrhea already. Some people have constipation and diarrhea almost every week. That's a compromised GI. And it's going to take time to fix that, a long time, because so many things are compromised. And that's the work that we do. Some people are thinking, oh, there's this one tablet I saw on TV that can fix my GI. Go ahead. We think that would really begin to have impact on your GI. It takes about 6 to 9 months, right? Also, there are a lot of young women who have compromised hormone systems. Why? Because of birth control, or toxicity, or diet, or stress. Do I know which one is the answer? No, it's a combination. Like you're going to school, you have exams to write, all of a sudden your period stops, right? Even though you're not taking birth control, or you're not eating well, or you're not sleeping well, right? Lots of complications. To bring all of that back to balance really takes time and a deep understanding of what we call the clinical biomarkers. So these are not trivial issues, but there are big indications that something dangerous is coming down the road. And if you don't deal with it, then you'll have to deal with something major down the road. Thank you, guys. Have a good afternoon.